Testing, 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 testing.
I have built a time machine. Fasten your seatbelt.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Kent State Ice Arena. My name is Alex Rivera. Honored to bring you this Division III matchup between the visiting Duquesne Dukes and your Kent State Golden Flashes. Kent State looking to bounce back, dropped a tough one last night to the UPJ Ice Cats, 3-0. Flashes looking to rebound, start high here early in this one tonight, and even out the weekend. Starting lines getting ready to make their way onto the ice, and we will get this one rolling. Starting lines making their way onto the ice. Players making their way to the center dot. Sticks banging against the boards. You know what time it is. Puck is down, and we are underway. Flashes win this one off the draw. Get it to the red line, and Quinn just going to dump this one in deep behind the Duquesne net. Simpson first man to that puck. Long boards here, looking to center a pass. Duquesne looking to break out of their own zone. Looking to move that one through the neutral zone, but no touch there. We'll get an early whistle with an icing call, bringing this puck back to the Duquesne zone. Just 17 seconds into this one. Face-off going to draw up to the right dot here. Puck is down. One back by the Flashes. Nikolov just keeps that one at the blue line. He's going to dump it in deep off a backhanded try. Simpson picks this puck up. He's going to take a quick shot. Early save there off the rebound. Duquesne netminder just going to cover this one up. Good offensive chance there for the Flashes early on in this one. Flashes didn't score in last night's game, looking to start, get on the board here first and play from ahead tonight. Trying to rewrite the script from last night. Going to the other dot now. That puck is down, one back by the Flashes once again. Simpson's got possession of this puck. He's challenged by Duquesne defenseman. Gillespie's going to help him out. Dump this one, swinging around the other side of the net. Duquesne looking to break out of their own zone and rush up the ice now. Turn over there off the stick of number 7 on Duquesne. Quinn fans on his dump attempt. Now Gillespie going to pick this one up. He's going to try to center a pass there, but nobody there for the Flashes. And Duquesne now moving quickly the other way. Number 288, he's got some speed. He's going to race in. He's going to take a shot. His shot is deflected up and out of play. And this puck will be staying in the Kent State zone. Duquesne getting their first offensive zone face-off of the game early on in this one. To the right of Nitre is this face-off. Puck is down, one back by the Flashes. Timmons going to pick this one up. He's going to survey for an option. He finds a man in center ice. Croson battling for this puck. He finds the stick of McDermott. McDermott tries to dump attempt, but right to the stick of a Duquesne player. Number 11 for the Dukes. He's going to skate in. He's going to try an early shot. Easy save there for Nitre. Duquesne still threatening. Puck's loose. Flashes now have possession. Timmons just going to play one over. He's going to find the puck back on his stick and play it up the boards for McDermott. McDermott will try to chip along the boards, but into the stick of a Duquesne player. Number 11 now. He's going to skate into a dot. He's going to take a shot. Wide of the net there. Duke still threatening. Another shot goes wide of the net of Nitre. Flash is looking to get a clear here. Outley trying to chip this puck out of the zone. He finds his line mate Timmons. Timmons now looking to play it ahead. Flashes are out of their zone, but in the neutral zone, the Dukes control, and they're just going to dump it in deep once again. Flashes will get possession of this puck, however, first. Trying to go quick up the ice here. Puck's a little too far. No icing call there. Duquesne going to have to slow it down in their own zone and regroup. Number 29 for the Dukes tries a cross-ice pass for number 3. Nothing there for them. Now Flash is looking to go going the other way. Emmerling tries to dump it in deep. Duquesne tough at the blue line. Now Fryer, he's got some space to work with. He's in the offensive zone. Looking for that pass over to Emmerling. Nothing there. Fryer now finds the puck on his stick once again. They play it back up top. Shot down low. Looking for Bazarov. Emmerling battling for this puck. Bazarov's there on the help. Number 14 on Duquesne. Just going to skate this out of his own zone. Just can't get out of his own zone, however. Here comes Fryer now. Fryer going to jump to Bazarov. His shot's blocked. Number 3 for the Dukes looking to break out of their zone, and he does. Just going to send it cross-ice, send it deep into the Kent State zone. First man Back to that puck is Van Sickle. Now he's got the puck tied up in the corner. Puck squeaks out in favor of the Flashes. Looks like Emmerling. He tries to chip it up the boards, and he does. Nice move there by Emmerling. Now Bazarov's got possession. He's in the offensive zone. He takes a shot. His shot is gloved up by the Duquesne netminder. That'll give us a stoppage and play with 16:52 left to play in this first period, keeping this puck in the Duquesne zone. Another offensive zone face-off here for the Flashes. Puck is down, one back by the Flashes now. Quick shot there by Quinn. Puck is loose down low. Duquesne skates it away from harm's way. Turnover there by the Dukes. Cross-ice pass. Gillespie with the shot, and he scores! Jackson Gillespie opening up the scoring tonight for the Golden Flashes, and they're going to be playing from in front tonight, making the score 1-0 with 16:43 left to play in the first period. Nice pass there from Garnett. Finds Gillespie wide open. He picks his spot, and he does not miss. Good work there by the Flashes to get on the board early in this one. Puck down now, tied up off the draw. Puck still loose at the center dot. Duquesne player takes a tumble. Puck is still loose. Now it's going to get sent into the Kent State zone. Nitre just going to control that one with his stick. Flash is looking to continue the momentum. Duquesne with a quick shot. Patted away there by Nitre. He deflects it out of play. And that's going to get us a stoppage in play, keeping this puck in the Kent State zone. Puck is down now, one back by the Flashes. Trying to swing it around the boards for Simpson. He chips a pass to himself. Simpson now skating hard for this puck. Simpson still skating. Simpson now with possession. Good effort by Simpson here. Skating hard for the Flashes. Center down low. Puck is loose down low in front of the net. The Duquesne netminder finds that one through the traffic. He's just going to cover it up and avoid crisis there. Both teams going to go for a line change with 16:12 left to play in the first period. Puck is down now. Tied up off the draw. So Nola's going to win that one. Ruggles is there with him. Ruggles trying to use the body to protect this puck. He has his pocket picked, and now number 11 for Duquesne skating across the red line. He's across the blue line. He's just going to dump it in deep. Looking to get an offensive zone chance going for the Dukes. Puck loose in the Kent State zone. Now Kent State with possession. Outley going to slow it down. He's got some space to work with. He's going to skate up a little bit and just float one into center ice. Onto the stick of a Duquesne player, number 11. Looking for a man. Cross the red line, but nothing there. Nice shot by Ruggles using the body. And Timmons going to get possession. Now he's going to send a cross ice for Outley, and now he's going to try to skate through the neutral zone. He's knifing through a few defenders. Outley carries it into the offensive zone, but an offside warning there. We will get a stoppage in play with 15:27 left to play in the first period. Flash is getting another line change here in this one. Flash has dumped this one in off the draw. Croson now picks it up. Croson going to skate, and he's down low. His shot gets deflected out in front. It swings it around the boards, looking for his man there. Donahue. Nothing there on the deflection. Donahue now with possession of this puck. Donahue's going to skate. He skates through two defenders. He's going to pass it back up top. Shot there wide of the net there. Nice shot by Strutt to keep this one in. Down low to Croson. He's going to try a centering pass. Puck is loose down low out in front. Still loose and picked up by a Duquesne defender just trying to clear their zone. Duke's now skating hard. Number 10. He's trying to beat Strutt. Nice job by Strutt there to get back on the defensive end. Duquesne still threatening, however. Shot through traffic. Puck is loose. Nice save there by Nitre to deflect that one. Really good defensive effort from Strutt there to get back and break up that rush. Number 3 now for the Dukes, skating back into his own zone, and he's going to survey for an option. He's going to circle back one more time and go all the way around behind his own net. He's just going to hold it for a second as his team gets situated. He's going to try to play the long ice pass there, but Flashes are there. Now here comes Strutt. He's going to skate in. Garnett, however, he's going to play a pass to Quinn, and off the deflection, whistle's blown there. Looks like the puck wasn't fully covered, but they gave him the early whistle there as the Flashes were still threatening. But nonetheless, we will get a stoppage in play with 14:11 left to play in the first period. Face-off drawn up to the right dot now. Puck is down, one back by Gillespie. He plays it back to Nikolov. He's going to turn and rifle a pass down low. Gillespie now, he's got a pass to Quinn just off his stick. Duquesne looking to clear their zone. The Flashes are still threatening. Gillespie trying to chip a pass up the boards for Nikolov. He's going to send it all the way around the other side of the boards here. Quinn now trying to pick this one up. Poke check there by Gillespie. Finds the stick of number 6 on Duquesne. He's going to send one around the boards. Nikolov steps up in the play. That puck does squeak out of the zone. The Flashes will have to regroup in center ice. Flashes right back on the attack now. They're going to just dump this one in deep off the stick of Garnett. Duquesne, however, easily maintains possession. Now they're going to look to go up the ice. Going for the long ice pass again. Nothing there for the Dukes as the Flashes dump it in again. Duquesne quickly with possession. Tied up in neutral ice and dumped in by Outley. He's going to dump it in deep. Emmerling racing to this puck for the Flashes. Emmerling battling hard now in the corner boards there. Battling hard for this one is Bazarov. He's going to skate around, play a pass up the boards to Outley. Outley going to try a shot. His shot's deflected. Fryer now going to try to pick up this loose puck. But Duquesne clears their zone, but Timmons is there in neutral ice. He's going to try to get Flashes going right back the other way quickly. Off the boards there, Bazarov picks it up. He tries to make a move around a man. Centering pass there for Fryer. Fryer going to spin back. Shot there, looking for the deflection. Just wide of the net there off the stick of Bazarov. Good look there for the Flashes. Duquesne desperately trying to clear this puck. It's been all Flashes so far early in this one. Dumped in deep into the Flashes zone, and now Duquesne trying to set up shop. Flashes battling hard for this puck behind the net of Nitre. Duquesne now gains possession for a split second. That shot goes wide. Duquesne still controls it at the blue line. Number 7 spinning away from man. He's trying to make a fancy move. Nothing there for the Dukes. That puck still in the Kent State zone. And from his feet there, Fryer just going to send it the length of the ice. No icing call. Doesn't make it far enough. Good break there for the Flashes. Kept in at the blue line by Fryer. Fryer plays it off the boards to himself. But the Dukes slow this one down. Number 7, he's going to play it up to his man. That's number 13. Now number 27, he's across the red line. He's going to fire a shot from the neutral zone onto the net of Nitre. He's just going to hold this one. With 11:51 left to play, this puck will be staying in the Kent State zone with your Flashes still up 1. Puck is down off the draw. Duquesne looking to turn the fire shot. That shot gets deflected. Duke still possession. Another shot there. Nitre just going to absorb this one once again, and we will do it again in the Kent State zone. Duquesne starting to sustain some offensive pressure here in this one. Best offensive chances from them early in this game. Flashes clear the zone. Duke's going to have to regroup, and in center ice, they're just going to dump this one in deep. Nitre out behind his own net. Slow this one down for his team. Van Sickle trying to turn away from a defender. Played up the boards. Dukes dump it right back in, however. Strutt now skating hard for this one, trying to break out of his own zone. He has the puck taken off his stick. Now Van Sickle just going to chip one head off the boards there. Duquesne at the red line once again, going to dump it in deep. Nitre out behind his net once again to clear this one. Donahue tries a fancy pass to get it out of the zone, but nothing there. Duke staying tough at the blue line. Off the mask there of Nitre and deflected out of play. Tough angle shot there from the Dukes, and it hit the mask of Nitre. Luckily deflected right out of play. As both teams going to go get a line change here as this puck's going to stay in the Kent State zone. Face-off coming up to the left of Nitre here. Puck is down off the draw. Duke's trying to get it towards the net of Nitre. Flashes spin that one away from the net and try to clear, and they do. Skating back into his own zone is number 8 for Duquesne. He's going to play it across to his line mate. Now they're going to try to get this puck moving up the ice. No touch there in the neutral zone, so we will get an icing call as this puck will be heading back into the Duquesne zone. Dukes couldn't connect on that pass. With 10:41 left to play in the first period, Flashes get a prime offensive zone face-off here. Good chance for them to add another one to this lead. To the right dot comes this face-off now. Puck is down. Ruggles tries a shot right off the faceoff. That shot is blocked. Number 2 now trying to make a move, skate away from trouble. The puck just kind of floats into the center of the ice. But Duquesne does get it across the blue line, and they clear. Flashes get possession back quickly, however. Skating hard for this one is Haney. He has the puck taken off his stick in the neutral zone. Duke's battling hard just to try to keep it in the Kent State zone. Flash is doing a good job not letting them get deep in their own zone. Flash is trying for a pass through the neutral zone, but can't connect on that one. So we'll get an icing call just too far for the stick of Zanola. And this one will be heading back into their own zone, giving Duquesne an offensive zone face-off. Face-off now to the right of Nitro. That puck is down. One back off the draw by Duquesne. Turn and rifle shot. Shot is deflected. Down loose out in front. Flashes skate that one away from trouble. And now they break out of their own zone. Now here come the Flashes through the neutral zone. Trying to chip a pass. Hits the ref there. Trying to get into the offensive zone. The Flashes lose possession. Duke's now going for the home run pass, and they can't connect on one. We'll get another icing whistle with 9:48 left to play in the first period. This time in favor of Kent State, and this puck will be coming back to the Duquesne zone. Gillespie at the dot for the Flashes. He's already got the one on the board tonight. He wins that one back. Nice job by number 20 and Duquesne to try to stick that one away from him. Duke still battling with possession. They turn the puck over. Gillespie trying to chip a pass down low. Good effort by Gillespie to keep this one in the zone. Simpson now. He's going to try to play a pass back, but he can't connect on that one. Outley keeps it at the top of the blue line. He's just going to skate through 2 defenders. Nice job by Outley. He's going to center pass, looking for Quinn. Quinn turns a backhanded shot. Backdoor Outley just wide of the net there. Good setup there for the Flashes, just wide of the net there off the stick of Outley. Duquesne breaks out of their own zone, and now they're going to look to get going the other way. Nitro going to slow this one down. Kent State going to slow this game down a little bit, try to set up their plan here. Flashes now looking to break out of their zone. They're going for the home run pass there. Simpson tipped that one in deep there for the Flashes. He's going to skate off, get some fresh guys on the ice. Number 7 then for the Dukes now behind his own net. Going to play it up the boards here. Finds the stick of his man, number 5. Dukes look like they're going for a lot of these home run passes through the neutral zone. A lot of them connecting there. Good for the Flashes. They're going to dump this one in deep once again. Nice move there by number 29 on Duquesne. Skating away from a few defenders here now. He's looking to do it himself. He plays a pass up. Nice work by the Dukes on this one, but they turn the puck over. Now Fryer, he's going to skate this one to offense zone. He takes a big hit there. Number 37 going to slow this one down for Duquesne. Tries to chip it ahead in the neutral zone. Van Sickle is there. Fryer now, he's across the red line looking to skate into the offensive zone, and he does. Trying to slow down and shield that puck, but he turns that one over. Now Duquesne looking to break out of their own zone. Now number 10, he's skating hard. He's going to just chip one in deep, try to get it deep for the Dukes. Van Sickle back there for the Flashes. Nice work by him on the defensive end here early in this one. He has it turns over his clearing attempt. Puck loose down low. That's off the post there. Lucky break there for the Flashes. Heartbreak for the Dukes. Now the Flashes going to get going the other way. Flashes turning over in the neutral zone now. Duke's going to get going right back in the offensive zone. Centering pass looking for number 10 there. He can't control that one. A little too hot to handle. This puck bounces around now in the Kent State zone. Duke's going to center another pass. That goes wide. Flashes going to spin back. Fryer going to spin behind his own net. Play back to his man. Now in the neutral zone, battling for this puck, Donahue. He's doing enough just to chip this one in deep into the Duquesne zone now. Flash is looking to build on this offensive chance. Nice work by Croson using the body to deflect that one. He's going to center a pass right now in front for Donahue. He's turned away. Nice stick work there by the Duquesne defense to break up Donahue's chance. Flash is not letting that stop them, though. Croson going to skate in deep. He's hustling hard. Donahue can't control that one at the blue line. Now number 10 going to skate in for Duquesne. He's going to look. He's going to try a shot. That shot gets deflected. Nice stick work there by the Kent State defense there. Now here comes Croson. He chips ahead off the bench. 2-on-1 chance here for the Flashes. That pass is deflected. Chip down front. Nice work there by the Flashes. Just can't connect on that centering pass. Hayden now, he's got a chance. He's going to skate down low into the dots. He loses the puck now. Trying to tie that puck up against the board, but Duquesne skates out of that little scrum. Offside warning, so the Flashes will have to retreat. Is Duquesne just going to chip this one in? Now here comes Outley. He's skating hard. Outley going to get it real deep there. He's going to try centering pass, looking for Zanola. His shot goes off the side of the cage. Outley now circling back. He's trying to tie up the boards. Nice move there by Outley. Skates past 2 defenders here. He's just looking for an option to get this puck to. Outley just going to try to chip it ahead for Ruggles. Outley's keeping it at the blue line. Good shift by him here. Number 6 on Duquesne. Going to backhand pass there for number 3. Now 14 for the Dukes. Going to clear his own zone. Now Duquesne in the Kent State zone. Big hit there in the Kent State zone. Nice work by Timmons using the body. Timmons going to try and tie this puck up in the far corner boards. See who wins this one. Skates out in the direction of Ruggles. Players in the scrum don't know where the puck went, but Ruggles found it. Chip to the dot there. Centering pass there for the Dukes. Down low out front. Puck still bouncing around there. Skated behind the net, however. Flashes looking to get out of their own zone, and they do. Dukes will have to regroup here. Dukes going to dump it in deep and go for the line change, so the Flashes will have time to get some possession here. Flashes looking for that cross-ice pass, but a stick in the lane there by the Duquesne defense. Not letting that happen. 24 going to chip one ahead to 27. He loses the puck there. Now Flashes on the breakaway here. 2-on-1 chance. Here comes Simpsons. He's going to let a shot go. His shot just wide of the net there, but he's got Quinn with him, and the Flashes looking to stabilize this offensive chance here. Simpson finds the puck on his stick again. He skates towards the blue line, loses this one. Flashes will have to regroup. Offside warning there, so Duquesne will have plenty of time to regroup their attack. Number 7 just going to fire one out behind his own net into the neutral zone, and 27 at the red line does enough just to chip this one in deep. But Struts the first one back for the Flashes. He's going to play a pass up for Simpson. Simpson now looking to connect through the neutral zone to Quinn, but just too far for him. Now Duquesne looking to get going in the Kent State zone. Van Sickle tries the clearing pass off the boards there. Finds a stick for Duquesne defender. That's blocked out in front. Nice job by Kent State in the back check there. Now here come the Flashes. Quick shot there by Simpson. He's going to try to follow his own rebound. Good save there from the Duquesne netminder. Puck bouncing around the neutral zone. Controlled by the Flashes now. Struck going to skate in himself. Going to turn and dump a pass back. Garnett now. He's got possession of the puck. He's going to turn. Look to center a pass there. Emmerling off the bench trying to get a shot. That gets deflected. Duke's just going to chip it ahead back into the neutral zone. Nikolov now, he's got possession of the puck. He's going to skate in. A couple defenders to beat. He skates around 2 defenders. He's going to try a shot. Nice save there, point blank by the Duquesne netminder. From the blue line, there's a shot. That shot gets deflected just wide off the stick of Bazarov. Duquesne desperately trying to clear Flashes, getting some quality chances here. Shot there, another centering attempt for the Flashes. Nice job there by Fry to slow that one down. Duquesne had a few players going the other way. Kent State's got to get back here on the back check, and they will get an offside warning. Tough break there for the Dukes. They had a few guys going the other way, and Kent State did not have any men back, but they cannot coordinate, and they are offsides. And so with 3:28 left to play in this first period, this puck will come just outside of the Kent State zone for a draw. Off the draw there, Kent State comes out with possession. Emmerling now going to skate it ahead for the Flashes. Emmerling, he beats a man. He's going to skate it in deep. He's going to try and battle for this puck. Fryer now comes and helps his man out. Plays a pass back up top. Timmons, his shot gets deflected. The Dukes are there. Flashes can't control that one. Duke's just going to dump it in deep. Outley, he's going to play it back for Bazarov. And now Timmons now with possession of the puck behind his net. He's going to chip it. Looking for the stick of McDermott, but he can't control that one in the neutral zone. And so we will get an icing call and sending this puck right back into the Kent State zone with 2:53 left to play in this first period. Face-off drawn up to the right of Nitre here. Puck's tied up off the draw. Puck still loose. Duquesne with the shot from the top of the point. Nice save there by Nitre, just using the body to cover that one up, and we'll do it again in the Kent State zone. Flash is going to get a new line on the ice here before this draw. Puck down now. Duquesne trying to keep it at the blue line. Nice job by number 8 for the Dukes to dump it in deep behind the net. At the blue line, Duquesne going to try another shot. That's turned away by Nitre. Nice job by him. Centering pass there Nice job there by the Flashes to skate that one away from danger. McDermott kept that one away, swiped it out of the blue plate for Nitre. But that clearing pass does not touch a stick in the neutral zone, and we'll get another icing whistle, sending this puck right back into the Kent State zone. Face off now to the left of Nitre. That puck is down one back by the Dukes. Number 7 going to try a shot. That gets deflected. Now Kent State looking to use this space here to get going the other way. 3-on-2 chance here for the Flashes. Centering pass looking for Croson, just too far for his stick. Duquesne will capitalize on that. Number 19 for the Dukes to the red line. He's going to play a pass over to number 14. He's going to try a shot. Nice save there by Nitre. Number 7 at the blue line for the Dukes. He's going to try a shot from the top of the point. Looking for the deflection down low. Nothing there. Duquesne player loses his stick now. Flashes looking to get going the other way. Good hustle here from Donahue. He's a one-man wrecking crew. He loses control of that puck, and it just trickles its way onto the Duquesne net. He's going to cover it up. And at 1:51 left to play in this first period, puck will be staying in the Duquesne zone. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty call here against Duquesne. So Flash is going to go on the power play. Didn't see the call there initially. But it looks like they're going to send a Duquesne player to the bench, and he is visibly frustrated with that call. Ref's just explaining it to the Duquesne coach there. So Flash is on the power play now. With 1:51 left to play in this first, that's going to put him on the power play for the rest of this period. So Flash is looking to build on their lead here, up a man. Duke's going to clear that one off the initial face-off, so Kent State will quickly have to go back to their own zone, and they're going to regroup here. First man back is Outley. Outley now, he's going to survey, looking for an option. He's going to turn away from a Duquesne player. Gillespie in the neutral zone with possession. He's just going to chip a pass over to Quinn. Quinn now in the offensive zone for the Flashes. Quinn going to skate in deep behind the net. Quinn fumbling with this puck off his stick, and Duquesne clears again. Kent State going to have to retreat once more. Nitre going to slow this one down behind his own net for Outley. And Outley going to let his guys get in position. Now he's going to break up the ice here. Plays a pass over for Timmons. Timmons is across the red line. He's going to skate it all the way into the offensive zone. His passing attempt gets deflected. Timmons doing just enough, trying to keep that one in there. But Duquesne moving here on the shorthanded possession. They're going to try a shot. That shot gets deflected out front. Rebounded chance. That shot goes wide. Duquesne here with possession. Nice job by the Duquesne penalty kill on this power play. Really slowing down the game. Now number 29 going to send one the length of the ice. It's going to bump into Croson. He's going to play one over to Nikolov. Nikolov now, he's going to try to do it himself, but he turns the puck over. Duquesne in the Kent State zone now. Looking for an offensive chance and a shot there. Nice glove save there by Nitre. And he's just going to hold that one, bringing a face-off into the Kent State zone. Not exactly the ideal power play so far for the Flashes. Duquesne doing a good job of killing this one, maintaining the possession and dumping it down low, even generating some offensive chances. So Flashes still with 36 seconds left on this power play, trying to generate something here in the last half minute here of this one. Flashes off the face-off, bump into a ref there. Two players collide into a ref, and he goes down. Hope he's all right. He's getting up slowly, and he's up. Flashes now, Garnett going to skate it. He's going to do it himself. Garnett's in the offensive zone. 10 seconds left to play in this first period. Croson at the top of the blue line. Plays a pass over his man. Shot there. Shot gets deflected. Garnett going to try another shot. That goes off the side of the cage, but the whistle blows. And that will take us to the end of the first period. And after one, your Kent State Golden Flashes won, and the Duke. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to get this second period underway. Flashes leading this one 1-0. Flash is going to have a few seconds left on a power play. I believe 9 seconds left on a power play, so not much there. Duquesne just having to kill off a few seconds here. Flash has played a very solid and sound game so far early on in this one. Just looking to continue the pace they've been playing as they playing from ahead, looking to build upon that lead. Starting lines now making their way to the ice as we get ready to ramp this one up. Players banging their sticks against the benches now. And you know what that means. Action is underway here. Ref blows his whistle. He drops the puck. And this second period is getting going now. Off the draw, Flashes will control. Garnett going to try to play a pass out of his own zone off the boards there. Nice job there by Garnett. Keep that puck out of harm's way. Now he's going to race up the ice. He's across the red line. He's in the offensive zone. He's going to try a shot. Sticked away there by the Duquesne netminder. Flash is trying to center a pass. Gillespie just can't control that one. Nice toe drag there by Simpson. Nice save there by the Duquesne netminder. Simpson with a great look there. Even better save from the Duke's goalie. Puck will be staying in the Duquesne zone on this face-off here, coming to the left of the net. Good opening shift there from the Flashes. Puck is down off the draw, one back by the Flashes. Garnett going to try a shot through traffic. That gets deflected. Flash is going to try another shot. Gets deflected once again. Simpson going to just dump this one in deep, looking for Gillespie to go win it. Gillespie going to play it along the boards here. Quinn now with the puck. Tries a centering pass there. Looking for Simpson, but just too far from him, and now Flash is having to retreat. Duquesne racing deep into the Kent State zone as they go for a quick line change. Flashes use this as a chance to hold this puck. Garnett going to play it up ahead. Bizarro trying to leave a pass for Simpson, but too far from him. Duquesne going to just chip it in deep into the Kent State zone now, all the way behind the net of Nitre. Garnett going to try to play a pass up through the neutral zone. Duquesne player loses his skate there. No icing call there, and the Flashes will take advantage. Tough angle shot there, but Fryer deflected away by the Duquesne defense. Centering pass there from the Flashes. Nice job by the Duquesne defense to turn that one away as well. Flash is still buzzing in the Duke zone. Another centering pass there. Too far for Fryer to pick up. Fryer now, he's going to try to make a move. Backhanded chance there. Going to chip it up the boards. Looking for Bazarov. Bazarov going to skate out of this one. He's going to try a center pass, looking for Fryer. Fryer with possession. His shot gets deflected. All these shots getting deflected for the Flashes. Unfortunately, can't get a shot through. And the Dukes will clear the zone. Flash is going to have to regroup. Bazarov trying to dump that one in, but he's taken down at the red line. The Dukes now in the offensive zone. Turnover there by the Dukes, and now Bazarov's got a chance here. He's trying to race for this puck. He's got one man to beat. Fryer's there to help him out. Fryer going to skate around the net here. Fryer still with the puck on his stick. Duquesne player loses his stick. Donahue possession. He leaves a pass for Strutt. Strutt going to try to skate up in this play. He's got the puck tied up along the boards here. Looking for some help from Croson. Strutt just going to center a pass. Looking for McDermott. Too far for him to handle. Duke's just trying to clear. Kept in at the blue line by Van Sickle. Van Sickle, he's going to try centering pass. That gets deflected off the side of the cage. Duke's with a backhanded clearing attempt. Just enough to get it out of the zone. Flashes regrouping once again in neutral zone. All Flashes so far early in this second period. McDermott now trying to break into the offensive zone, but nothing there for him. Duke's just going to chip this one in deep on the net of Nitre. He's going to let it go for Garnett. Keep this play moving. Garnett just going to poke one up ahead, looking for McDermott. McDermott's going to finish his check. Croson at the red line now, looking cross ice for Simpson. Duke's now with possession through the neutral zone. 19 lays a pass up. Blocker saved there by Nitre. Duke's still in the offensive zone now, looking for the deflection down low. Nice save there by Nitre, using the stick to deflect that one. Duke center, another pass. Nice job there by the Kent State defense to keep that one in harm's way. Excellent save there with the stick by Nitre. Simpson tries a shot, and that gets deflected up and out of play. And we'll get a stoppage with 16:30 left to play in this second period, with this puck staying in the Duquesne zone. Duke's going to get a fresh line on the ice here. Really like the pace of play here from the Flashes early on in this second period, picking up right where they left off at the end of the first period. It's been all Flashes so far. That last second chance there, nice save by Nitre. Dukes with their first real offensive chance in the second period, and it was a good one. Even better save by Nitre. Puck down now in the Duquesne zone. Now it's coming back into the Flashes zone, racing for this puck. Nikolov racing, no icing warning there. Duquesne player crashes hard into the boards. He's getting up gingerly. Hope everything's all right with him. Flashes now battling, get this puck out of their zone. Simpson takes a big hit out in the neutral zone. Duquesne just dumps it in, but onto the stick of Nikolov. Nikolov now, he's going to try to do it himself. He's across the red line. He's into the offensive zone. Nice job by Nikolov, one-man wrecking crew here. He takes a big check in the Duquesne zone. Now Duquesne moving the other way, darting through the neutral zone. Now they're going to try to set up shop. They're going to try to dump that puck in deep, but it gets deflected up and out of play. And with 15:50 left to play in the second period, now we'll get a face-off in the Kent State zone coming up. Both teams going to get a fresh line on the ice here for this face-off. To the left of Nitre comes this draw. Puck is down, one back to the Flashes. Timmons fans on his pass attempt looking for Outley. Outley just gets enough of that one to chip it ahead. Fryer trying to chip it along the boards here. Duke's keeping it in at the blue line. Number 10 trying to get possession of this puck. Emmerling losing his edges. Bazarov, he's skating hard. Bazarov with the turnover here. He gets a pass chipped ahead to him, and now Bazarov might have some room. Bazarov on the breakaway. Bazarov going to center pass, looking for Fryer, and his shot gets deflected point blank up and out of play. We'll get another stoppage in play, keeping this puck in the Duquesne zone. Good effort there from Bazarov and Fryer. Bazarov had some room. They tried that centering pass, and Fryer's shot attempt just blocked just in front of the net there. Good chance for the Flashes, looking to build upon that last chance. Face off on the right dot now. Puck is down. Flashes with possession off the draw. Trying to play it up to the top of the point for Outley. Outley now going to just play it back in down low, looking for his team to go to work. Haney going to let a shot go, gloved up by the Duquesne netminder. And we'll do it again in the Duquesne zone. Face off to the left of the Duquesne netminder. Puck is down. Rattled along the boards there. Outley keeping it at the blue line. He's going to send it right back to where it came from. Haney with a nice check there. Haney plays it back up top, looking for Timmons. Timmons can't control this one at the blue line. Now Duquesne racing hard the other way. Nice work there on the back check by Zanola to break that rush up. And now Timmons going to work with the space he's got. Timmons, he's going to do it himself. Timmons racing through the neutral zone. He's going to get in the offense zone. He's let shot go. Hit goes wide. Haney now will play it back behind the net there. Looking for Zanola to win this one. Duquesne now averting crisis here, staying away from trouble. Can't clear their zone, however. Flash is still in there. Duquesne just enough to clear that one. And Struck can't keep it in at the blue line. Flash is now in their own zone, looking to get going the other way. Chipped off the benches there. Donahue now skating hard for this puck. No icing call there. Outley now picks it up along the boards. Outley's got some room to work with. Going to play it down low for Donahue. Tape to tape back to Outley. Centering pass there. Puck is loose down low out in front. Kept away by the Duquesne defense. And now Duquesne going to get a breakaway going the other way. Nice job there by Strutt to get back, but Duquesne skating hard. Nice job there by the Flashes. Back check there to get back. A few flashes there. Outley and Croson and Strutt all back there to break up that rush. Prevent a breakaway chance for the Dukes. Puck bouncing around in the neutral zone. Finds the stick of Strutt. Duquesne now with the chance. Centering pass there. Broken up nicely there by the Flashes defense. Hewitt now with possession. He's going to try to clear his zone, but kept in at the blue line by the Dukes. Dukes going to try centering pass, but nobody in the area for the Dukes. Now Donahue just going to float this one into the neutral zone, looking for McDermott to win this one. Duquesne wins the race, however, and they're just going to slow this puck down as the Flashes is going to get some fresh guys on the ice. Dukes break out of their own zone now, and they're going to get going the other way. Tipped in the neutral zone. Duquesne now with some room to work. Centering pass there again from the Dukes. Nobody home. Flashes clogging up all the passing lanes, not letting any of these centering passes get going for the Dukes. Duquesne just going to send this one in deep. Finds a stick of Hewitt. Hewitt just going to try to chip a pass up the boards. Duquesne is right there at the blue line. Good shift here for the Dukes. Centering pass deflected on the net of Nitre, but nothing there. And now Simpson, he's off to the races. 1-on-2 chance for him. Simpson going to try to do it himself. He's going to turn, pump the brakes. Gillespie's there to help him out now. Gillespie gets tied up in the corner boards. Puck still tied up. See where this puck bounces out of this tie-up. No whistle yet from the ref. Puck still tied up. Nothing here. Players still battling for this puck. Puck not moving. There it goes. Now it gets moving. It gets Duquesne out of their zone. The Flashes looking to get going right back into their zone. Duquesne going to slow it down behind their own net, looking for the home run pass. They connect this time, but now here comes Duquesne. 2-on-1 chance. There's a shot wide of the net there. Now Simpson going to pick it up. Simpson gets to the red line. He's just going to dump one in deep. He gets checked into his own bench, and he's just going to hop over the boards there. Puck trickles into the Kent State zone. Garnett, first man back. He's going to spin away from a defender. Trying to clear his zone. Just not enough there as Duquesne sends it right back in deep. Emmerling now, he's going to try to chip a pass ahead, and that gets the Kent State Flashes out of their zone. Duquesne right there in the neutral zone. Shot there from the top of the blue line, absorbed there by Nitre, and he'll just cover it up with 11:31 left to play in this second period. It was all Flashes early in this second period, but Duquesne starting to get some good offensive chances as the second period gets underway. Flashes looking to get back to what was working so well from them early on in this one. Puck down to the left of Nitre, one back to the Kent State Golden Flashes. Puck takes a weird bounce there on Outley, but he slows this one down now. He's just going to send it through the neutral zone, looking for Emmerling to race hard for this one. Emmerling waves off the ice in there. Nice job by him, skating hard for this puck. Emmerling poke check there. Puck now bouncing around along the boards. Neither team with control, looking for that centering pass to Fryer. He can't come up with it. The Flashes will have to clear the zone. Timmons now, he fans on a check. Outley's there, however, to give him some help here. Duquesne just going to tie this puck up in the near boards. Puck tied up, puck not moving. Duquesne with a quick shot there. Rebound there, no chance for the Dukes as it bounces right to the Flashes. Dukes with possession in the neutral zone once again. Pass attempt broken up there. Finds a stick of Outley. Now Outley going to skate in. Outley going to try to make a shot. His shot gets deflected. Played up top now by the Dukes and as they're out of their own zone. Turnover there by the Dukes, and now Fryer, he's going to skate in. He's got numbers. He's got Donahue with him. Donahue going to float it right back down low to Fryer. Fryer going to try and turn and center pass. Nothing there. Flashes with possession. Bazarov going to try and turn and make a shot. Nothing there. Dukes out of their own zone once again, looking to get going the other way. Offside warning there. Duquesne forced to clear. Flashes going to use that to get possession. Now Donahue here. 2-on-2 chance for the Flashes. Donahue going to skate it in deep. He gets tied up along the boards before he can get there. Puck now behind the net of the Duquesne netminder. Croson going to send it back where it came from. Finds a stick of a Duquesne player instead. Duke's trying to clear, and they do. Van Sickle going to have to race hard for this puck. No Duquesne players in sight, so we will get an icing call here. And at 9:41, this puck will be going right back to the Duquesne zone. Good job by the Flashes there applying that pressure, forcing that icing call as Duquesne just desperately trying to clear their zone. Puck is down, one to the Flashes. Flashes with possession. Looking for that centering pass. Haney was there, but pass can't connect. Van Sickle to his knee to keep that one. A nice job by him. Haney now, he's got a little room to skate. He can't control that puck. Haney now trying to play it back up to the top of the blue line for Strutt. Strutt going to send it in back deep. Zanola skating hard for this puck. Van Sickle going to step up in the play to keep it in. Ruggles now there to give him some help. Duke's desperately trying to get a clear. Flashes staying tough. Here's Haney now. Trickles back to Strutt. Down low deflection just through the blue paint. Had the goalie beat, but that shot goes through the blue paint. Just past the net there. Top of the point. Strutt going to try a shot. That gets deflected down low. Upcoming penalty warning here. Looks like Duquesne going to go to the penalty kills. Flash is going to get a power play. Yeah, and the Flash is going to get a man advantage here. A little scrum in front of the net. Nothing will come of that. Duquesne player going to the box, and the Flash is going to get another power play here with 8:47 left to play in the second period. Prime chance here for the Flashes to add another one to their tally and build upon this lead. Little law in the action here. Ref's going to explain the penalty to the Kent State bench and the Duquesne bench, but they are settled now, and this puck is down. The Flashes are on a power play here. Timmons going to play it over to his man. Now at the top of the blue line, Timmons finds the puck back on his stick. This puck gets played down low for Quinn. He's at the top of the blue line. He's going to try a shot through traffic that gets deflected. Nice save by the Duquesne goalie. Outley just going to chip it back up to Quinn. Quinn over to Timmons. Timmons right back to Quinn. He's going to look for a lane. Pass down low. Backhanded chance there. Nice save there by the Duquesne netminder. Good passing there from the Flashes. Outley with a backdoor chance there, but nothing comes of that one. Good save by the Duquesne netminder. Duke's going to get some few new penalty killers on the ice. Flash is going to roll with that same line out there. Good first shift there on that power play from them. Puck is down, tied up off the draw. Timmons keeps it in at the blue line. Quinn just going to rifle this one around the boards, looking for Gillespie down low. Puck tied up now in the corner. Gillespie trying to skate hard to get back possession of this puck, but Duquesne just enough to clear, and they're going to send this the length of the ice. Skating back hard is Timmons with some pressure from the Dukes on his tail. Now Flash is just going to slow this one down. Outley now going to break out of his own zone. He drops it back for Timmons. Timmons going to play it cross ice. He finds Fryer. Fryer going to dump it in deep now, and the Flash is going to go to work. Flash is trying to set up shop, but nothing there. Now Duke's moving the other way. 2-on-2 chance here for Duquesne on the shorthanded attempt. Duke's going to try a centering pass, and it's just going to slowly trickle into the glove of Nathan Nitre, and he'll just cover that one up for a face-off in the Kent State zone. Flash has still got 42 seconds left on this power play. Definitely a better power play here from them compared to that first one, but still not getting the result they want. Flashes with plenty of time to get going the other way and make something of this power play. Nikolov now, he's going to dance around a defender. And now here comes Nikolov. He's going to try to do it himself. He's stick checked there, but the Flash are there to give him some help. Fryer, nice move by Fryer. He's going to skate down low. He's going to try a shot. Rebound here. Bounces right back here to Fryer. Fryer with the puck back on his stick. Going to play it around the boards, looking for Nikolov. Nikolov, he's got a little bit of space to work with. Garnett with the shot there. Tip down low out in front. And Joey Donahue with the deflection right in front of the Duquesne net gets the Flashes on the board. And there's the answer the Flasher was looking for, making the score 2-0 with 7:03 left to play in this second period. Flashes take full advantage of that power play and build upon their lead. Excellent, excellent job there by the Flashes on that power play. Donahue right in position, right in front of the net there. Goalie had no chance on that one. Now with the 2-goal lead, Flash is looking to continue to play their game as we're back to even strength. See if they can keep this momentum up after that last goal. Number 19 for Duquesne with possession. He's going to swing it around the boards. Over to the stick of number 2. Now Flashes get possession. Now they're going to break up. 3-on-2 chance here. Simpson going to carry it in. And the offside warning there. Flashes can't time that one up. This puck will be coming right outside the Duquesne zone now. Puck down now, off the face-off. Simpson with possession, but he loses it quickly to number 29 on the Duquesne Dukes. Turnover there by the Dukes as they can't clear the zone. Van Sickle loses the handle on that one, and Kent State will have to clear their zone, but they are right back in there. Quinn skating hard for this puck. Quinn going to center a pass, looking for Gillespie. That pass is broken up. Nice stick work there by the Duquesne defense. Strutt now, he's going to play it down low, looking for Quinn. Quinn trying to gather this puck up on his stick. He's going to play it back for Strutt. Strutt keeps it at the blue, and he's just going to send it in deep. Flashes getting back to work. Now here comes Duquesne as they get out of their zone, but at the red line, Strutt just going to fire one in deep, but his clearing attempt gets sent and deflected out of play. And so with 5:58 left in the second period, this puck will be coming back into the neutral zone for a face-off. Ref's going to do it from the center dot. And off the draw, Duquesne gets possession of this one. Number 3 in his own zone, going to play it off the boards, looking for 27. 27 going to play it over to his man, number 6. His pass broken up there nicely there by Fryer. Duquesne now with a chance here. Nice job there by Timmons to break up that rush. Centering pass there for the Dukes again, nothing there. Outley trying to get this one out of his own zone. He skates away from 2 defenders. Nice individual effort there by Outley. Now Flashes going the other way. Nazarov just going to chip one in deep down low. Dukes can't clear off this one. Flash is still threatening. Nazarov going to tie his man up in the far corner. Emmerling now with the puck on his stick. He's going to turn and center a pass there. Fryer with the shot just wide of the cage. Not the blue line. Outley keeps it in. But the Dukes are there to clean that chance up. Flashes have to regroup. Outley just going to try to send this one in down low. Fryer gets taken down. No call there. Nice move there by Emmerling. He tries to dance around the man. Nothing comes of that one. Ruggles now with possession behind the net. Ruggles skating hard for this puck. He leaves it for Fryer. Emmerling now going to pick it up along the boards. Emmerling now, he's tied up with 2 Duquesne defenders. He gets taken down. Emmerling on the ground here, but Flash is there to help him out. Centering pass there. That shot attempt goes wide. And shot out of play there off the stick of number 19. Both teams going to go off for a line change here. Getting some fresh players on the ice. This puck will be staying in the Duquesne zone. Puck is down, tied up off the draw. Flash is still in the Duquesne zone, still threatening with the offensive chance. Backhanded chance there. Nice save there by the Duquesne netminder. And we'll do it again in the Duquesne zone. Flash is looking to build on this shift here in this offensive zone opportunity. Been in the zone for a while now, trying to build upon it. See if they can add another one to their lead. Garnett now skating hard for this puck. Nice work there by Zanola. Haney trying to keep it in at the blue line, just loses it. Now Duquesne's going to go on the breakaway. Pass a little too far as the Flashes just get enough time to go back. Shot attempt goes wide. Number 37 for Duquesne. He's going to look for an option. Just going to send it to the opposite corner boards instead. Zanola now trying to play this one softly up ahead to his man Ruggles. Zanola skating hard to get this one out of the zone. Ruggles there. Now Ruggles going to try to take it himself. 2-on-2 chance here, building for the Flashes. Ruggles commanding this rush. Ruggles now going to get it in deep. Ruggles just going to try to chip a pass over to his line mate. Now skating hard for this one is Haney. Haney going to try centering pass. Nobody there. And Nikolov going to hold it in near the blue line. Nikolov dances around 1 man, dances around 2 men. He's going to let a shot go, and he scores! Angel Nikolov, what a move on that one. Danced around 2 defenders and hits the top corner, building on the Flashes' lead, making your score 3-0 with 3:27 left to play in that second period. Just absolutely filthy stuff there from Nikolov. Now off the draw, Flashes get possession. They're looking to go right back to work on this one. Tied up in the far corner boards now is this puck. Flashes looking to build on this lead. Skating for hard. This one is Van Sickle. He removes the Duquesne defender from the puck. Duquesne netminder just going to use the body to absorb this one, keep the puck in the Duquesne zone with 3:01 left to play in the second period. Night and day difference here tonight from the Flashes. Last night couldn't get it going. A couple pucks that just did not bounce their way. Seemed like everything was going against the Flashes. And here tonight, they are not letting this one get decided by puck luck. They are putting the foot to the gas, and they keep rolling. Commanding 3-0 lead now in this one. As this puck gets sent the length of the ice for an icing call, headed right back to the Duquesne zone. Ref's going to move this one from the right dot to the left dot now. Puck is down. Flashes try to chip this one into center ice. There's nothing there. Duquesne can't clear. Croson now with possession of the puck. He's going to skate away from a defender. He's going to try centering pass. Nothing there. Duke's trying to break out of their own zone. Duke's trying to get through neutral zone. Flashes staying tough in center ice. Duke's just trying to get the red line in number 29. He gets there, and he's going to dump it in deep. Nitre well out behind his net. He's going to play it up along the boards for McDermott as the Dukes went for a line change. Now Simpson going to try to take advantage of it. Simpson's going to skate in down. He's going to take a shot. Nice save there by the Duquesne netminder. As the Dukes clear the zone, Flashes will have to quickly regroup. Flashes wasting no time. They're going to get going. They got the red line, and Simpson just going to send it in deep once again. Outley, nice job by him at the blue line to keep this one, and he plays it down low for Quinn. Centering pass, looking for Simpson. His shot gets deflected just wide of the net. Flashes sensing blood in the water here. But Duquesne staying tough, and they clear their zone. They get the red line now. They're just going to chip it ahead. Number 11 going to play it down low. Nitre out behind his net, leaving it for a teammate. Backhanded move there. Simpson now. 2-on-1 chance building. Simpson, he's got Timmons with him. Simpson, miscommunication there. Him and Timmons not on the same page there. And that rush is killed off. Timmons tries a center pass. Nothing there for him. Nice job there by Bizarre to keep this one in the offensive zone for the Flashes. Fryer's going to step up in this play. Fryer, backhanded chance. That shot gets deflected off the pad there of the Duquesne netminder. Fryer just can't keep this one in, so all the Flashes will regroup. With a minute left to play in this second period, Flashes trying to add one more before this period is over. Centering pass, their puck is loose. Duquesne keeps it out of harm's way for their goaltender. Nikolov, he's got the red line. He's going to send a shot in. Blocker save there. Back into the neutral zone. Nikolov back into his own zone. He's going to turn away, and he's going to look to get going up the ice. Emmerling is going to spin and backhand one deep into the Duquesne zone. Number 10 now for Duquesne, trying to circle out, play one off the boards. Garnett keeps it in, catches that one with his hand. Bazarov, he's going to try a centering pass there, nothing there. Flash is doing a good job to keep this one in, however. There's a time, 15 seconds left to play in this one. It's getting ready to expire. Fryer fans on that pass, and here's a turnover. Now Duquesne on the breakaway. One-on-one chance. Nitre with a point-blank save off the rebound. Another save. What a save from Nathan Nitre on the breakaway, and he shuts down two shots there. A little pushing and shoving after the play. Scrum gets broken up quickly there by the refs. But what an excellent pair of saves there from Nathan Nitre. He was in no man's land, and he made both of those saves, shutting down the Dukes point-blank. Duquesne players trying to get their personnel on the ice with 5 seconds left to play in this second period. Puck is down. Kent State just going to send it the length of the ice. 2 seconds, 1 second, and time expires in this second period with your Kent State Golden Flashes taking a command. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we get ready to welcome you to the third period of this one with the Golden Flashes up 3-0 on the Duquesne Dukes. Flashes looking to control and maintain this lead to the finish line. Dukes just looking to get on the board in hopes of a comeback. And we will see how this one finishes up tonight. Players to the center dot now. Sticks banging against the benches. Puck is down. We are underway for this third period. Off the draw, Simpson going to just try to chip one in deep. Quinn picks it up. He's going to try a center pass, looking for Gillespie. He's going to turn and shoot. His shot goes wide. Simpson there down low. Nice save there by the Duquesne goalie. Just cover that one up through a pile of players from both teams. And just 14 seconds into this one, we'll get our first stoppage of the third period. Goalie fixing up his mask there after making that save. Looks to be he is all good to go. Refs now having a little discussion. Nothing coming to that one, so we will get this puck underway. Oh, now ref skating over the Duquesne bench. Excuse me, sorry. Jumped the gun on that one. Ref doing some explaining, not sure what the issue there was from the Dukes bench. Ref blows the whistle, his puck is down. Flashes win the draw, but the Dukes quickly. Number 28 hits the red line, and he's going to dump it in deep. Looks like the ref didn't give him the red line there. A little pushing and shoving after the play. Protected Nitre. Looks like the refs didn't give the Dukes the red line there. And so we're going to get an icing call sending this one right back to the Duquesne zone. Ref setting up this face-off to the right of the Duquesne netminder. Puck is down. Tied up off the draw. Flashes scoop up possession. Quinn now. He's going to play one behind the net. Looking for Simpson to win it. Simpson going to tie this one up in the corner. Picked up there by Quinn. He's going to try a pass down low. And it looks like we are going to get a penalty call. Looks like number 5, Alessio Simpson, he's going to go to the box. He took down a Duquesne skater. So he'll serve 2 minutes in the box. Giving Duquesne their first power play of the game. Flashes getting sent to the penalty kill. For Duquesne, great offensive opportunity here for them to get one on the board and see if they can try to get a comeback brewing. For the Flashes, just looking to stay strong and kill this one off. Face off to the left of Nitre. Puck is down. Flashes win possession. On the stick of Timmons. He's going to play it up the boards, trying to get it to his line mate. He can't get there. Duquesne regains possession. Quick shot thought from the Dukes. They're off the side of the cage. Dukes now battling for this puck in the corner. Squeaks out to the stick of Timmons, and he's going to send one the length of the ice. The Flashes get their first clear. Dukes having to do a full regroup back in their zone. Number 11 for Duquesne just going to shovel a pass back to his man. And now picking this one up behind the net is number 10. 10 going to pump the brakes and really slow this down. Now he's going to play it up the ice. Dumps a pass back. Finds the stick of number 10 once again. And now he's going to get in the offensive zone. Flashes right there to meet him there. And they send it back the length of the ice. Good work there by the Flashes. Not letting Duquesne get deep. Duke's going to try it again. Duke's spinning back to their own zone. Number 15 plays a pass up to number 10. He's going to pump the break of the blue line. Nothing there. Now the Flashes might get a shorthanded breakaway chance here. Skating hard, one-away chance there for Quinn. Quinn with the backhanded shot, and he scores! Max Quinn, shorthanded goal. Forehand to the backhand, and roofs that one into the back of the net, making the score 4-0 in favor of your Golden Flashes with 18-17 left to play in this third period. Duquesne's still going to remain on the power play for another 52 seconds, but the Flashes will take that all day. Excellent work there by Quinn to force a turnover and do it himself. Back to center ice we go now. Flashes have to be happy with that one. Flashes with possession again off the opening draw. They're going to try again. They're going to get another breakaway. Here comes Fryer. Just loses the touch of that one. He's going to try a center pass for Bazarov. Squeaks out of the zone now. Flash is going to have to get back. Skating in now, number 5 for Duquesne. Trying to set up this power play for the Dukes. Make something as they got 30 seconds left on this power play. Plays a top point for number 7. One-timer there. Off the post. Puck is loose down low. And they get one into the back of the net. Duquesne is on the board. Nice work there by the Dukes. That initial shot went off the post. That puck was just bouncing around in the blue paint. That puck is going to be cleaned up by number 24 for Duquesne. Good work by him to be in the right place, right time. Just punch that one to the back of the net. Making your score 4-1 with 17:46 left to play in this third period. Flashes give one up on the power play, but still have a 3-goal lead. And getting that shorthanded goal makes them feel a little better about giving that one up. We are back to center ice. We are underway back to even strength now. Flash is skating hard for this one. Wave off the ice in there. Nice job by Emmerling to get there. Now here comes Duquesne trying to build on the momentum. Number 24 across the red line. He's in the offensive zone for the Dukes. He takes a check into the boards. Flash is looking to have an answer there. Skating hard for this one is Garnett. Garnett going to try to play it ahead. He tries to make a man miss. Nothing there. Now he just squeezed that puck over to Nikolov. Now Nikolov going to play it up for Fryer. 2-on-2 chance here coming for the Flashes. Fryer going to take a shot. Goes wide of the net there. Fryer going to try another backhanded shot down low. Nothing there as well. 2 good saves there by the Duquesne netminder. Garnett trying to get back quickly. Emmerling with a diving block there. Nice job by him. Break up that pass. Now he's just going to poke it just into the Duquesne zone and try to get it deep. Emmerling, nice effort by him here. As the Flashes get a change off the bench. Fryer skating hard for this puck. He's going to try and turn and rifle a shot, but he's poke checked. And now number 37 gets the red line. He's going to dump it in deep for Duquesne. Ali now picks this puck up deep in the Duquesne zone and chips it up to his man. And now here comes Fryer. He's off to the races. Emmerling takes a big hit in the far corner boards, and that's going to draw a penalty on Duquesne, it looks like. Let's see, it looks like number 14 for the Dukes going to the box. So after the Flashes give one up there on the power play, they're going to get a power play of their own to try to get another one for their lead. Puck is down, one back to the Flashes. Garnett with possession. Garnett trying to get it around his man. He does. Garnett makes 2-man miss. He gets a pass down low to Fryer. Fryer centering pass there, looking for Donahue. Another shot from the top of the point. Garnett goes wide there. Krausen now with possession at the top of the point. Garnett going to play it over to his man, Nikolov. Nikolov finds a Krausen skating in. Nice save there by the Duquesne netminder. Good look there from the Flashes. Krausen had a lane, but a good save there. Face-off going to draw up to the right of the Duquesne netminder here now. That puck is down. Flashes win it initially, but Duquesne gets a stick on there, and they clear it. Flash is going to have to do a full reset here. Back to their own zone. Nikolov going to be the one to retrieve this puck. Nikolov going to try to do it himself. He's across the red line. He's generating speed. Nikolov knifing through the defense. He's going to take a shot. Rebound here from Fryer. His shot gets deflected. Goes wide of the net there. Duquesne with some space now. They're going to take the ice here and going to slow this puck down. Number 7 for the Dukes. They'll play it cross ice for number 5. 5 hits the red line. He's just send it in on net of Nitre. Nitre just going to hold this puck and generate a face-off in the Kent State zone. Flashes getting some fresh legs on the ice. Flashes still have minute 7 left on this power play. Plenty of time to get something going. And 15:30 remaining in this one. Puck is down. Flashes clear their own zone, but now looking to get possession as they try to generate something on this power play. And now Outley picks that one up in his own zone. He's going to play it over to Simpson. Simpson going to turn and play one back to Timmons. Timmons slowly in his own zone, surveying for an option. He's going to just chip one back to Outley. Outley going to try to play one ahead, and now a turnover there. Now number 13 for Duquesne. He's going to let a shot go. Nitre just going to use the glove there and drop it behind his own net for his team to retrieve. Flash is getting going the other way. Gillespie, he's across the red line, just going to circle it around, looking for Simpson to win it. Just past the stick of Simpson. Deflected. Quinn down low. His shot gets deflected. Quinn skating hard for this puck. Top of the blue line for Outley. Timmons now with possession. He's going to take a shot. Absorbed by the Duquesne netminder. Nice work there by the Flashes to generate this offensive zone faceoff coming up here with 19 seconds left on the power play. Duquesne now going to get some fresh guys on the ice. Try to kill off the rest of this penalty. To the left of the Duquesne net now comes this draw. Puck is down, one back to the Dukes. Backhanded clearing attempt, nothing there. Timmons keeps it in, chops at that puck. Zanola tries a backhanded pass there. Gillespie retrieves this puck. Gillespie going to play it up for Simpson. Simpson now skates away from trouble. Simpson cross-ice pass. That pass is deflected. Outley going to try to chip it in down low, looking for Zanola to win it. Zanola tries it up against the boards here for a second, but then he skates out. Zanola looking for an option. Tough angle shot there. Puck is bouncing around down loose. Gillespie with the dive-in shot attempt. Nothing there. Goes wide of the net. Puck still behind the Duquesne net here. Kept in at the blue line by Timmons. Timmons going to send it right back to where it came from. Simpson wins this one. Simpson looking for an option. Centering pass there. Outley has a stick on it. Wide of the net there as well. Down low. Looking for Outley again with possession. Centering pass there once again to the stick of a Duquesne defender. And the Duke's just going to chip this one ahead. Number 28 skating hard. He takes a tumble into the boards. Gives it Flashes time to get back into their defensive end. Puck bouncing around in the Flashes zone. Flashes now with control, and they've got space to work with. Going for the cross-ice pass. They're looking for Zanola. Zanola's in the offensive zone. He's just going to chip one in down low. Takes a big hit, and the Duquesne's got possession now. Duquesne going to dump this one in deep. Flashes with possession behind their own net, just trying to break out of their own zone. Nice work there by the Dukes to keep this one in the offensive zone. The Flashes do clear. Now number 29 in the neutral zone, surveying for an option for the Dukes. Gonna try to play it up to his man, but nothing there. Flashes staying tough right at the top of the line there. Fryer now gonna chip it off the boards. Duke sending it right back to where he just was. Now Flash is gonna try to slow this one down a little bit and generate a quality offensive chance. Looking for the stick of Emmerling in the neutral zone. He's skating hard for this one. No icing call. Oh, there is an icing call there. Late icing call there. Sending this one right back to the Kent State zone with 12:45 left to play in the third period. Puck getting drawed up to the right of Nitre. Puck is down. Off the draw, Duquesne squeaks out possession. Ref goes to the ice. Collision there with the Duquesne player. Ref slow to get up in this one. Good to see he's okay as he skates off. Duquesne keeping it in. Flash is doing a good job to force that one out of the zone. Duquesne going to try to send it in deep again, but Flash is with all the time in the world. Van Sickle going to get behind his net. Try to set something up. Flash is looking to just break out of their zone here. Get going the other way as they've done so well all night. Emmerling going to be the first man to this puck in the neutral zone. Plays back into his own zone for the stick of Quentin Garnett. Garnett going to make a move around the net. Now he's going to skate out. He's going to center a pass into neutral ice for Emmerling. Emmerling just trying to force this one into the offensive zone. And an offside warning there as the Flashes will get called for that one. And with 11:57 left to play in the third period, this puck just going to come out right outside the Duquesne zone. As the Flashes getting some fresh guys on the ice here. Duquesne doing the same as well. Puck down, one back in the direction of the Flashes. Picked up by Nikolov, and he's going to go back to work. He's already got one tonight. He tries to play a pass for Croson. Croson tries to backhand one down low, but fans on that one. Croson picks it up in the neutral zone now, and he's just going to float this one deep into the Duquesne zone. McDermott, first man to that puck. Duke's trying to play it up ahead. Chopped down, but not out of the zone. And now number 5 just floats it out of the zone. Garnett staying tough in the neutral zone, not letting his man past him. Croson bringing the pressure. Duquesne just trying to set something up. Can't connect on that pass. Now picked up nicely by Donahue, but he turns that one over. Big hit in front of the Duquesne bench by McDermott. Lays a man out. Duquesne with possession. They're going to try to move the other way after that big hit by McDermott. Duke's turning it over. Flash is pressuring now, getting the direction of the Duquesne zone. Haney's in the offensive zone. The blade blow that play dead. They got him for the offside call there, it looks to be. Ref gesturing towards the scorer's box. It looks like they are going to get Haney. They're going to drag Mike Haney to the bench. He's not thrilled about it. Not exactly sure what the call was there. Looked to be a late whistle. Haney confused why he's in there. But nonetheless, Duquesne going on the power play. Flash is going to have to kill another one off. And if you recall, last penalty, Flashes did get one shorthanded before giving up one to Duquesne on the power play. So let's see if the Flashes have a little more shorthanded magic in them. Excellent chance here for the Dukes to get back in this one. Try to keep that comeback brewing as we almost to the halfway point. Good pressure there by Simpson deep in the Duquesne zone on the penalty kill. Taking on 3 players at once. Simpson, good effort from him on the penalty kill. Duquesne, number 13, just going to try to play it in deep. Number 10 gains possession. 15 tries to chip a pass down low. Wide of the net there as that shot gets deflected. Nice job there by Quinn to skate into that chance and deflect that one out of play. And with 10:28 left to play in this third period, this puck will stay in the Kent State zone. Puck is down. Flash is trying to get possession here and send it the other way. Van Sickle controlling this puck now. He's going to tie it up behind his own net. Flash is trying to shovel along the boards, and they do, courtesy of Strutt. Duquesne having a full reset now. Number 29 going to lead the march for the Dukes. Off the skate of his man and finds a stick of number 11. Now 24 going to try to hit the red line, and he does. And now he's in the offensive zone for Dukes. He beats a man. Number 24 is going to try to center a pass. That's deflected by Donahue. He takes a check into the boards behind the net of Nitre. Puck is tied up. Puck not moving, tied up along behind the net. Now it takes a bounce towards the Dukes, and Dukes with possession now. Number 29 going to play a pass. Now 27 with possession at the top of the blue line. He dances around a man. He takes a shot, deflected down low. That shot attempt goes wide off the rebound. And the Flash is clear, deflected off the boards there, and the Flashes did just enough to clear that puck. Duquesne will have to reset with just 20 seconds left in this penalty. Garnett trying to step up shorthanded. Garnett with a nice move to beat his man initially. Now Garnett going to try a shot. His shot attempt just wide of the net there. Nice effort there by Garnett trying to make some magic happen shorthanded. Flashes almost kill off this penalty. 5 seconds left to go. Duquesne trying to salvage this power play. 29 is going to skate in. He takes a big hit from Garnett. What a shift here by him. Quentin Garnett letting his presence be known. Puck bounces to the center of the crease. We're going to get another whistle after the play. Let's see what this one's going to be. Looks like we got a Duquesne player down and in some pain. As he's up under his own power. Good to see him get up. Let's see what the call is. And it looks like they're going to pull number 20. Yeah. Angel Nikolov going to go to the box. He gets a penalty there. He's not thrilled with that call either. Nonetheless, Duquesne right back on the power play. After Kent just kills off the first one, they're going right back on the penalty kill. Flash has killed that that one off, but they're going to have to do it again. Another 2-minute penalty upcoming. This puck's going to start in the Kent State zone on this power play. Puck is down, one back to the Flashes, and they clear. Good start to the penalty kill from them. Fryer racing hard for this puck. Duke's netminder way out of his net to play it over to his teammate, number 7. He's going to play a pass over to number 10. He's going to try to go cross-ice pass there down the length of the ice for 13. 13 going to just chip it off the boards, try to get this puck deep. But Outley is there. Outley going to rifle one hard along the boards. Kept in by the Dukes, however. Number 10 going to skate in. He's going to play a pass down low. Dukes behind the net here. Back over to the stick of number 10. He's going to try a tough angle shot. Nothing there. Now number 7 picks this puck up for Duquesne. Duquesne looking to answer. Trying to get back on the board here. 10 with another shot there. That shot goes wide once again. Picked up by the stick of number 5. 5's got room to work with. He's going to rifle a shot. Gloved nicely through traffic by Nitre. And he'll hold this one with 8:03 left to play in this third period. Flash is about halfway through this penalty kill, with Duquesne having 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the power play. Ref's going to bring this face off to the right of Nathan Nitre. Puck is down 1 in favor of the Dukes. Duquesne with possession at the top of the blue line. Plays it down low to number 11. Quick shot there by 29. Nice save there by Nitre. Back to number 11. Dukes still threatening. Kent State looking for a clear here. Dukes building the pressure. 11 with possession. Skating around 20 with looking for an option. Centering pass there. That pass is broken up. Turning and firing. Kent State can't clear once again. Kept in at the top of the point by the Dukes. Number 11 with possession. He's looking for an option. Surveying. He finds a stick in number 29. That shot gets blocked there by Nitre through traffic. Kent State gets possession, and they clear the length of the ice as those guys will rush off the ice, and Kent State will get another line on here for the rest of this penalty kill. Just 15 seconds left on this Duquesne power play. Duquesne trying to salvage it once again. Number 29 going to skate it in. He leaves a drop pass at the top of the blue line. He's got a shot to number 11. 27 point blank. Nice save there by Nitre to block that one. Sending around behind the net. Nikolov is out of the box, and we are back to even strength. Duquesne with another shot turned into fire in his 27. That's turned away by Nitre again. Flashes just chip it out of the zone. The Duquesne penalty, as soon as they get off the power play, they're going to go to the penalty, and the Kent State Golden Flash is going to get a power play. Late hit there by Duquesne. Number 27 on the Dukes. He's going to go 2 minutes to the box. And both teams just trading power plays here, penalty after penalty. But this time, in favor of your Kent State Golden Flashes, they're going to get a power play. And with a 4-1 lead late in this one with just 6:43 left to play in the third, they're going to look to put the finishing touch on this one. Great chance for them to do it here. Off the draw, tied up as Duquesne clears. Now number 10 racing up. He's going to try a shorthanded attempt here. He skates into the zone. Now he's going to turn, send it back. He's going to send it back to his own zone for number 7. Number 7 just going to backpedal in his own zone. Flash is looking for possession of this puck. Is Duquesne going to send it the length of the ice? Outley picks up possession, plays it to Timmons. His pass attempt gets blocked, and they're going to call a hand pass there. And so this puck will be blown dead and brought just outside the Kent State zone for a face-off. Flash is not able to get possession of the puck early in this power play, looking to just settle this puck down and coordinate an attack to get into the offensive zone. Puck down now, one back to the Flashes. Nice work by Gillespie on the face-off. Flashes with possession. Gillespie with possession of the puck, chipped ahead to Quinn, and Quinn's going to dart into the offensive zone for the Flashes. Flash is going to set up attack here to the top of the point to Outley. Outley down low, looking for the deflection out in front, off the stick of Gillespie. Nothing there. Top of the point, Timmons keeps it in, plays it over to Outley. Outley going to skate this one in deep down low, centering past it, looking for Gillespie. That deflection goes wide. Back to the top of the point for Timmons. Plays it back over to Quinn. Quinn tries to center a pass for Outley. Nothing there. And this puck squeaks out of the zone Flashes will have to escape the zone real quick, and they're going to look to get going quickly back in the offensive zone. But Duquesne deflects that puck out of play. That's going to blow this puck dead, as both teams going to get a line change with 5:33 left to play in this third period. Flash, it's still 51 seconds left on this power play. Plenty of time to get another one on the board here. Haven't really had any quality offensive chances just yet on this power play. Let's see if they can change that, as this puck just outside the offensive zone for them. Puck is down, won by Croson. Now skating this one is Nikolov. Nikolov going to skate this one in dip. He's going to pump the brakes there, turn and fire a pass back to Donahue. Donahue back down low, tape to tape with Nikolov. Donahue with possession again. He's going to play this one down low for Fryer. Back to Nikolov, back to Fryer. Fryer now behind the net. He's going to look for a man up top. Croson going to let a one-timer go. Goes wide. Nikolov going to let this one roll off his stick to Garnett. Garnett going to play it to Croson. Croson going to let this one again. Deflected, but wide of the net as the Dukes clear the zone. Flashes will have to regroup. 15 seconds left on the power play for Kent State. Garnett tries to dance around a man, and he loses the puck. Garnett just going to slow it down now, make sure the Flashes have possession. But his pass attempt gets blocked. Duquesne threatening, now shorthanded, as we're back to even strength as that penalty expires for them. Fryer now with possession in the neutral zone. And now Duquesne gets possession. Time winding down for the Dukes to get this comeback. Duquesne going to just send one on net of Nitre, and Nitre just going to cover it up. There's a pile of Dukes players in front of the net. He'll avoid any crisis there. This puck will be staying in the Kent State zone with 4:29 left to play in regulation. Puck is down, one back to the Dukes. Dukes rifle a shot off the face-off, turned away by Nitre. Flashes. Battle for this puck as it bounces around. Dukes get possession. A shot there on the Nitre. He's going to glove that one easily. He's going to hold this one in the Kent State zone for another face-off. Flash is going to clear this one off the draw out of their zone and just chip it into the neutral zone. Haney chips this one into the offensive zone for the Flashes, but right to the stick of a Duquesne defender, number 3. Number 6 for Duquesne. He loses possession of that puck. Zanola picks this puck up. Zanola's skating around looking for an option now to the top of the point. That shot hits Zanola again. Zanola going to turn and fire a shot. His shot gets blocked. Haney now battling for this puck. Haney, physical play there from him. Players going after it after the play. Haney's helmet comes off. Haney's being pestered there. Gets his helmet ripped off. A little extra on the physicality there from both players. It looks like both players going to get dragged to the box now. Haney going to go to the box, and number 15 for Duquesne is also going to go to the box, sending both players off the ice. Now Haney's skating out of the box, and they're actually going to send Emmerling to the box instead. So Haney's going to skate off, and he's going to head back to the locker room. It looks like his night is done. Emmerling will serve the penalty as a placeholder. Tough draw there from Haney. Just playing a physical play there, and the ref's going to send him off for the rest of this game. Haney got to be frustrated with that one. Looks like we're going to get some 4-on-4 action here as this one winds down with just 3:34 left to play in the third period. Refs having a little bit of confusion, trying to figure this one out. Now we're good to go. Ref blows the whistle. Puck is down in the Duquesne zone. Fryer battling hard for possession. He splits 2 defenders. He plays it back up top for Timmons. Timmons going to play one down low for Bazarov. Bazarov back up top to Timmons, back to Bazarov. Bazarov going to turn and look to try to get a shot on net. Nothing there. Fryer going to pick this puck up in front of the net. Plays it back at the top of the point for Outley. He's going to play it across to Timmons. Timmons looking for an option. Bazarov now with possession. He's going to skate up back to the top of the point. Back to Timmons, down low. Outley, what a save there by the Duquesne netminder. And after the play, a little pushing and shoving, and we're going to get a scrum here. Duquesne rushing to the defense of their netminder, taking down Outley after the play. Outley just playing to the whistle, and Duquesne not a fan of that one. Right to the defense of their netminder. And now they're going to drag Outley to the box. Don't love that call either there. Neither does Outley. He thought he was playing to the whistle, but they're going to drag him to the box as they deem that a late slash there. And now Flash is going to go down. They're going to go on the penalty kill. And with 3:01 left to play in this one, Duquesne gets a late power play here, trying to salvage this effort here tonight. Still down 3 goals, and they're running out of time to get them back. Kent State clears the zone off that first faceoff. Duquesne going to regroup in the neutral zone. 29 going to play it over to his man, 37. He's going to play it back, looking for 17, but nothing there, and the flash is clear. The length of the ice, Duquesne going to have to reset. 4-on-3 action here. Number 11 behind the net. He's going to skate it up slowly here, methodically, come the Dukes up the ice. Number 24, he hits the red line. He's going to knife through the defense, dump one back to 11. They're going to try it, play it down low, and now with some space, Garnett going to turn on the burners, hit the red line, and dump it deep. Duquesne gains possession in their zone. Number 29 going to play it up to 24. 24 is at the red line, just going to send it deep. But his dump attempt there goes out of play. They're going to blow this play dead with just 2:10 left to play in this one. Duquesne going to get some fresh skaters on the ice, and the Flash is going to do the same. Ref's going to bring this one back to the center dot. Puck is down. One back in the direction of the Flashes. Timmons get there, and he's going to send it deep. Duquesne quickly back to retrieve this one out of their own zone, trying to get up the ice, but their entry pass is broken up there, and Timmons going to take it behind his net and send it the length of the ice once again, right down to the net of the Duquesne goaltender. Now number 7 for the Dukes. He's going to play it up to number 10. 10 going to skate across the blue line. He's in the offensive zone. He's going to skate around the man. Nice work there by Nikolov on the defensive end to turn that chance away. And another penalty call here as the penalties just begin to pile up. So we got a Kent State player down. Tough to see from here who it is. And he's in some serious pain. For Duquesne, number 29. Now he's going to go join his teammate in the box, with both teams having 2 players in the box. And with 1:37 left to play, that's going to end his night. He's not happy with that call in the box, clearly frustrated. The aftermath of that is going to give us some quick 3-on-3 time here as these initial penalties are getting ready to expire. 3-on-3 action here for a brief moment in the Duquesne zone. Puck is down, tied up off the draw. Simpson battling for possession. Simpson, the big hit there behind the net there. Now Duquesne with possession. 4-on-4 action after a brief 3-on-3 stint there. As this game winds down, Quinn across the red line. He's in the offensive zone. Quinn skating hard. He's skating on net. Quinn with the shot, and he scores! Max Quinn, a one-man army on that one, and he gets the Flashes another one to their lead, making the score 5-1. with 1:16 left to play in this one, and that should just about do it here tonight. What an effort there by Max Quinn to put that one in the back of the net and seal the deal for the Flashes. As this game gets ready to wind down, looks like a little confusion. They're letting one player out of the box, and now he's telling them to go back in. Duquesne a little confused there. Thought he was supposed to be out of the box and trying to get out a little early out of the penalty box, but the refs, they're on that one, not letting him out. He's frustrated. He doesn't understand why he should be out of the box, number 28. But refs making sure he's staying in there. Outley still in the box for the Flashes as well. Refs having a discussion at center ice, causing some pause in the action. And with just 1:16 left to play, Flashes with a 4-goal lead, looking to just let this time expire and add a W to their win column. Refs finally get this one straightened out, and we are back underway. Looks like we got some 4-on-4 action here to end this one off tonight. Garnett back in his own zone behind his net. He's going to break out of his zone with some speed now. Garnett burning speed through the neutral zone. He's going to just dump one in deep. Number 29 now for the Dukes. He's going to try to clear his zone, and he does. Sends it the length of the ice behind the net of Nitre. Strut back behind his own net to pick this one up, and now he's going to try to burn some speed through the neutral zone. He's going to play a pass up to Fryer. Fryer into the offensive zone. He's going to skate down low. He's skating hard. Pass tries to center there, but nothing there for the Flashes, and they're going to have to clear the zone as Duquesne gets it out. Bazarov now in his own zone, turns into the neutral zone, and now into the offensive zone, and he tries to dump one in deep, but dumps it out of play. And with 28.5 seconds left to play in this one, puck just going to come right outside the Duquesne zone. Flash is just trying to kill these last few seconds off and secure this victory. All around excellent effort tonight from the Flashes. Complete turnaround from last night. Really played a complete game. Really felt like they played hockey how they wanted to play tonight. And the score shows that and reflects their efforts here tonight. Off the draw, Duquesne wins it, just trying to get into the Kent State zone. Flashes trying to clear that clearing attempt, broken up at the blue line by the Dukes. Flashes pick up possession in their own zone. Now Fryer going to skate out his own zone. 10 seconds left to play in this one. Fryer hits the red line. He's knifing through the offensive zone. Fryer's going to try to turn and jump a pass back. Finds a stick of Fryer again, but that's going to be all she wrote, folks, in this one. And your final score tonight, your Kent State Golden Flashes 5. And the